If you're visiting Bangkok, you have to try Thai fried chicken. But where should you go for it? If you're not sure, this is for you, my friends. Welcome to Thai Fried Chicken Wars. We tested out a Michelin hype joint and a local favourite to see which one we prefer. First up, we headed to the Michelin Bib Gourmand-rated Polo fried chicken. It's probably the most famous fried chicken joint in the city, and we were seriously excited to check it out. But would it live up to the hype? Well, we felt that the side dishes, the pork larb and corn salad, the tam khao pod, were the highlights. Zingy and delicious. Although neither dish was spicy, despite us ordering them both pet. The chicken looked fantastic. Golden skin, mountains of crispy shallots, and a smell that made us think that ordering a full bird before midday was a smart move. But maybe in hindsight it wasn't. Although the meat was very tender, it had dried out, perhaps due to hot holding or reheating, and the whole thing was a little disappointing. Maybe we were unlucky, but we weren't blown away. 7 out of 10.
Come on, you know you want to. Shall we feed it a bit of chicken?
With a score of 7 out of 10 to beat, we made our second and final Thai fried chicken wars stop at Burin Market near Icon Siam Mall. Tucked away inside is a small, unassuming Hat Yai style fried chicken stall. A proper David and Goliath contest.
Alright, so we're going to call this tonight Fried Chicken Redemption. Do you remember we went to Polo Fried Chicken? It was a bit disappointing, it was a bit dry.
Yeah, I'm not as down on like the Polo fried chicken experience as you. Fair enough, the chicken was overcooked, but overall I still enjoyed the meal there. We just ordered a bit too much chicken.
Yeah.
This is one of the roaming cooks recommendations, right?
Yeah, this is one of Gary's recommendations, so cheers Gary. These fried shallots are really nice.
Yeah, we ordered the breast and the leg, so it's a proper half chicken.
Yeah.
It's loads more moist than the one at Polo.
Okay.
And actually, quite a nice seasoning coming through there.
Yeah.
A little bit of sweet brine on it, maybe.
Yeah, it tastes pretty good to me.
I don't know how well that's focusing here, but the meat looks a lot better, and it's probably pretty well rested as well.
Yeah, because it's not. I didn't warm it up again or anything.
Yeah. Trying that with the somtam and sticky rice.
Quite spicy, which is good.
Yeah. No, it's not a mirage. We did get another piece of chicken. That's right.
We're only on a quarter each, and like in Polo, we ordered the whole bird, which was too much. So we started off with half. Like, it's so delicious, we're like, yeah, let's get another quarter.
Yeah.
They've just freshly fried that, so questionable as to whether it'll be as good as the other one.
Yeah.
It's still going to be really hot and not properly rested. But
Yeah. Somtam was really nice and spicy.
Yeah.
I definitely needed this large Cheng that I got from the angry woman in the restaurant next door.
The angry lady next door.
Yeah, she's going to be really angry when she finds out we've only got 1,000 more. But,
Oh, no, I'm going to get them to break it.
now, the chicken's not really coated, is it?
No,
is there a
it's
thin
just
coating
fried.
on it?
It's just fried. Maybe it's like floured and fried, or not.
Yeah.
Not even. I don't know.
We did get some of these as well, some of these like pickled
From the
chili.
angry woman.
These are very fiery. No, I think these are from this restaurant. But I did
Wow.
actually accidentally get her like little condiment tray, and she quickly came and like got it back and gave me a look to tell me not to do it again.
Right, so we got the bill for this magnificent feast. 310 baht. And that beer was only 80. That's like a large Cheng too.
80 for a large Chang. I have been paying consistently like 130.
Our rating for Hat Yai fried chicken at Burin Market, the winner of Thai fried chicken was 8.5 out of 10. On our way back through Icon Siam, we stopped off for dessert. Khanom buang are crispy little pancakes, usually filled with egg yolk threads and meringue, or sometimes even shrimp. Needless to say, we went for the former.
There's a lot of sweetness coming from that meringue and I guess the yellow egg yolks. But if you had a nice cup of tea with this.
No, there's an idea.
For dinner that evening, we headed over to this popular spot just near Thonglor BTS station. They have a big reputation online and specialise in Thai Chinese food, which it seems is really popular with Korean tourists. Standout dishes on the night were their sour plum soup, certainly sour and pleasantly fruity, and a bowlful that would feed a family of 6. Their morning glory was excellent too, no holding back on garlic and chilli here. But best of all was the superb curried shrimp, perfectly cooked shrimp and a well-spiced tasty AF sauce. Ironically, the dish we were most looking forward to, crab with salted egg, was the most mid plate of the night. All in all though, this place is excellent. It gets busy too, so we recommend doing what we did and getting there early. Our rating, 8.5 out of 10.
So there was actually another motive for coming to Thonglor tonight, and that was for this mango sticky rice place. This is purported to be the best mango sticky
Mae
rice
Varee.
in Bangkok, Mae Varee. There is actually one on the other side of the BTS bridge as well. And we had a look, like it's more like a sort of food cart, and yeah, it might be alright, but this is the one that sort of like got all the awards, so let's give it a go. They've certainly got a lot of mangoes, and they certainly do a lot of grab deliveries too.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you want big size, small size? I go right. Hello. Yeah. นี่นะครับตรงนู้นนะครับตรงไหนมาครับ100นะนี่160ครับผมขอบคุณครับ 180ครับ
Some of you might say that 160 baht is expensive, but it was so worth it. Finally, after trying mango sticky rice everywhere we'd been in Thailand, from the islands to Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai, we'd finally found a great one here in Bangkok. Considering mangoes were apparently out of season, the mango itself was superb, sweet, floral and succulent, and everything was in proportion. A sensible portion of nicely cooked rice alongside the mango, with plenty of crispy bits to pour on top, and the salty, sweet coconut sauce was perfect too. Our rating, 9 out of 10.
So this is our Bangkok abode for 3 nights. Pretty sweet, isn't it? Look at this, this bed's nice. The most interesting thing, look around here, look, there's like, you get robes and like, I think these are disposable slippers, so they might have to come with me. But look at this bathroom. You could actually like, watch.
If you're the kind of people who like to watch each other on the toilet and in the shower, by the way, we've drawn the curtain, but if you are, I'm not judging, this is the perfect place for you because you can do it.
And this could all be yours. I paid about 61 quid a night. It's just maybe 10-15 minute walk to Talat Noi, a little bit further to Chinatown.
The next morning we set out to explore Talat Noi and track down some breakfast. Luckily, it wasn't long before we stumbled upon a surprisingly good place to get a bowl of noodles or some wonton soup. Lisa went for their signature tom yum broth with loads of tasty bits inside like fish cakes, pork patties and wontons, while I had their clear broth, which was also very flavoursome. It's a clean, safe place to eat, perfect if you're looking for a gentle introduction to Bangkok. Talat Noi clearly used to be a proper neighbourhood, and in some ways it still is. You can see older locals going about their daily routines, living the same way they always have, at least for now. Around them though, things are changing fast. More and more houses are being taken over by coffee shops, galleries and other hipster businesses, while tourists drift through the alleys, taking selfies and licking ice creams. Don't get me wrong, it's an interesting place to walk around, especially being so close to the river, and there are some great views. But with gentrification, there are always winners and losers. Talat Noi feels like it's right in the middle of that shift, and there'll be no turning back. Cool graffiti though.
Dinner time again. Comes around so quickly. We're at from
From Fong.
from Hong Kong. The restaurant's called Jarunee. Jarunee spelled. Anyway, it's quite big, opens till late. Thai people come here, tourists come here, a bit of everything. Fairly cheap and cheerful. Was really busy when we came in, we had to wait a bit for a table. Anyway, I've got the grilled pork neck and rice. Right, let's have a go on this pork neck. Look, nicely glistening.
Yeah, there's a nice bit of fat there, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what you want. Yeah. What's the dipping sauce like?
Quite spicy, but nice. Yeah, very nice. Touch of fattiness.
And how much did that cost?
Well, it's on these cards actually. So they give you these to pay with. I think it's about 80 baht.
80 baht, so like under £2.
Yeah. Can't
So-
argue with that.
Right slap bang in the middle of the mall area of Sukhumvit.
Yeah.
Well, we finished one dish. That's the pork neck and rice. No sign yet of morning glory or the northern pork curry. So about 20 minutes later, some food actually finally came. Actually, they did try and bring a Hawthorne dish to our table, which we hadn't ordered, and it looked all right. I'd taken it, but I guess that belongs to someone else. But we do have the eggplant dish there, so the vegetable one, nice amount of chili in there. Looks all right. Bit
Yeah.
of mince, which we didn't really know, but never a
I
bad
kind
thing.
of saw it. I kind of saw it on the menu, I think.
If you're a patient person and you like a bit of good value, like proper like Thai food, then like, yeah, why not? And who knows, I may actually get like a tasty curry at some point as well. Maybe.
Maybe, maybe not. But the aubergine / eggplant. Yeah, it's good.
Looks like a nice dish. Look at that, it's not a mirage.
No,
It is
it's very-
actually the northern pork belly curry. It looks pretty good. Yeah.
Maybe they just took a while to defrost it for you.
Yeah.
Maybe they made it for you.
It's funny you should say that, but I did see one of the waiting staff run through the restaurant there carrying like what looked like a bag of frozen mince that was
Oh, well, there
defrosted.
you go. And that bag of frozen pork belly.
No, it was frozen mince that was heading to the front. I guess the frozen pork belly headed to the back, but like, if so, that probably only made it more tender. So
Maybe.
the food's actually been really tasty.
Yeah.
Try a bit of the meat and see what you think.
It's tender.
The fork went into it pretty
Yeah,
well.
it's forked in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not too shabby at all.
I don't know about you guys watching, but like, I'd much rather like wait longer and have some bizarre service and get really good food.
Yeah,
Then,
the pork's
like-
really nice.
Ah,
It's like cooked down enough. The wobbly bits are soft, bits are rendered out. And the curry is got a lot of warm spices. It's a little salty, but that's nice. I would say it's a little spicier than like the ones that we've eaten in the north,
well.
but not like fiery, but it's got a little bit of warmth.
Well, good luck, as they say in Spain. Oh,
There we go.
Right, and we'll sign off with that. We might get some dessert later, we might not.
Deal and feel. It's been actually quite substantial because the vegetable dish was actually quite massive.
The vegetable dish was a surprising triumph. What did you say it was? It was like,
It's like Pad Kra Pao, but made with aubergine as well as the pork mince.
and I do not have a problem with that.
Yeah, good.
Hey, so yeah, we're both paying a bit for our eating earlier on. So we're out for dinner anyway. That's right. So we've come out with some noodles. We're in
Talat Noi.
Talat Noi. But it's our last night in this part of Bangkok. It's our second last night in Thailand.
We're staying at the hotel and staying at the airport tomorrow. So we've got an early flight the following day.
Yeah, we're flying back to Hong Kong, so looking to make the most of it really. It's been a really, really great 3 weeks and a shame that it's coming to an end, but all good things do.
Exactly.
Come out for a little bowl of soup and you get...
Look at this. This is the small size. So I got the beef soup and it's got like 3 of these like beef dang meatballs. Some really nice fatty bits of sort of brisket type thing.
Oh yeah.
like 3 or so pieces, a little bit of greens for health, and a bit of the lean meat. I mean, I'm sure I'll get it down, but this is quite substantial compared to what I was hoping.
My dish is very much the same, apart from I got some egg noodles anyway, just for a bit of difference, really. Yeah, there's the usual condiments if when I like jazz things up a bit. So dig into this broth and see what we think. Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice. Quite sweet, but savoury as well.
On the sweet side, nice aromats to it. I like the smell of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it tastes like it's been simmered a long time.
Yeah, definitely. It's got some like really nice stickiness to it.
Beefiness.
Yeah. What about one of these bits of beef? Do you want to find a good bit?
Yeah. Let's do this. This looks like a good one.
That looks like
it's got like some tendon and stuff.
that looks like a rather good one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. It's nice to cook. It's soft. It's like gelatinous in pieces.
Yeah.
Really good.
I think this is like one of the things that I'm definitely going to miss about like being in Thailand. Like being able to go to like a neighbourhood joint, because it's just like, I don't know, I hadn't really heard about this place. Haven't seen loads of stuff about it. It's busy. They're putting out good food, simple, cheap.
And on the whole, you're going to get better food in like an unknown neighbourhood joint than you are from one of these Michelin recommended places that slam out food.
Yeah.
Non-stop with a line all the time.
Yeah, exactly. We were looking at some of these like places when we were going past, because there's loads of those kind of restaurants, and like, everyone in it's like a foreigner, and the food, like, I'm sure it's nice, but it looks like that sort of fancy Thai food that you get in London or New York.
Not only that, it's like the places are so homogenized that when you walk past them and you look in them, if I took a picture and I said, what city is this? It could be any city in the world. Why would you want to do that? Like coffee shops. This looks like any coffee shop. It could be in London.
Yeah.
One of the restaurants, it's like, this could be a restaurant in London.
Yeah.
Apart from like the fact that the staff are Thai,
Yeah.
nothing
I mean,
differentiates.
if you want that stuff, then don't bother coming to Thailand. Just stay in London, go to a place like Kiln, and convince yourself that it's authentic and it's good. If you like it, that's great.
Save the airfare.
Save the airfare, go to Kiln. There you go. There's my tip of the day. On that note, see you later.
Morning breakfast time. So we're here on Prachak. It's like a 100-year-old roast apple. To be honest, it wasn't actually our first choice. We were going to go to the congee shop down the road called Chop Prince, but the queue's massive and the place isn't that big. So we're like, okay, it might be like Michelin recommended, but it's congee. We're going to Hong Kong. It's fine. Let's eat some roast duck instead.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's got these old school vibes.
There's no preference upstairs, but we said no because there's a table free here. So I presume it's because maybe upstairs is like fancy for like farangs, I don't know. But that's the first thing. It's what is it? Duck? Or is it just?
It's meant to be mixed. It's meant to be red pork and duck, but it looks like it's.
Oh no, there is some crispy pork.
It looks like it's crispy pork, so maybe not exactly what we ordered, but hey, who's splitting hairs?
Yeah, exactly. There we go. So let's get stuck into some of this meat.
So we definitely got some roast pork there, crispy pork. Got roast duck. So yeah, we've got a slightly different combo. Maybe the char siu's not ready, or
Maybe just lost in translation.
I don't mind. Right then, nice and crispy on the top. Once again, they like to pour they like to pour gravy over like this dish in Thailand.
Are you happy with the gravy?
I am. Very nice.
Sort of tasty meat juice, right?
It sort of amps up the rice, because the rice has got really nice sweetness and nice flavour.
I'll have a little try of this duck, since it's a roast duck shop, right? Have you had any duck?
I have not. So then.
I just had a bit of the pork. Nice bit of seasoning there.
Yeah, soft, tasty. Possibly not the most fattiest of cuts.
After the one I got last night, I think that's a good thing.
But yeah, pretty happy with this. This is 80 baht.
Yeah, I believe so. I've got my wonton soup. It seems to just be wonton soup, so... Oh well. The guy wasn't that good at taking orders, but that's fine. Yeah, it's good. You see there's a bit of shrimp and pork in there.
But if you're in this area of Bangkok and you fancy some roast meat or you fancy some wontons or anything like that, I don't think you'll be disappointed here. And this is really great value.
There's like a lot of other places to eat around here as well. Like
Yeah, everything looked good. One of those neighbourhoods.
Yeah, it's somewhere I would consider staying as well because it's very close to the BTS station and it's close to Saturn Pier as well.
Oh.
So it's very well connected and there's good food options.
Yeah. As we said, 80 baht for this, about £2, maybe about $2.50. Yeah. Can't really complain at that.
We had special plans for our last meal in Bangkok. The idea was to track down one of Lucas Sin's best bites in the city, baked crab with glass noodles from a stall called Somsak Claypot Crab. Unfortunately, we couldn't find it, so instead we ended up eating a very mid Pad Kra Pao in a tourist restaurant with Coldplay playing on repeat. Yay.
So yeah, a little disappointed, but we carried.
I was going to try the crispy pork Kra Pao here, but that's sold out. So I'm having the ground pork again, not for the first time of the trip, but well, it hasn't let me down so far.
One more Pad Kra Pao for the road, eh?
Yeah, so my ground pork Kra Pao is right. I ordered it for regular spicy. Actually, there's some chili in it though, so that's probably let's be honest, it's probably like it usually is. It's just however the chef wants to make it.
Yeah, well, they've got 6 levels of spicy on the menu, so, normal spicy is what we went for. What's your verdict?
Quite a strong flavour of basil for me.
Yeah.
More than a lot of the time. Not bad thing. Mince is nice and good. It's not dry.
Spicy or not?
Yeah, quite a note of spice to it, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, regular spicy? I would agree that this is regular spicy.
Yeah, and then they got the spice right then.
3 out of 6, I can imagine this being the right level.
Yeah.
I'd have pushed it a bit higher, but the flights are, but yeah, pretty good. Let's have a go and see what the else like.
I always said it's got vibes of like a real sort of tourist restaurant, but we're upset after missing out on the crab and jelly, so we ended up.
This is it's kind of reminiscent of like Knorr stock cubes, like the soft ones.
Bouillon.
There's
the jelly one.
Yeah, not exactly jelly. It's it's like paste. And you get that's what I'm getting here. Maybe I'm being a bit unkind to it. I'm not saying that's what they do, but that's what it reminds me of.
They gave you a bit of bovril on the side. What can you cry about?
No, not so cute.
Bovril, I said.
Bovril. If only. If they give me a couple of bovril, I'd be very happy.
He's upset there was no beer here, by the way, so he's got on Sprite.
It's like the taunting movie.
Yeah, look, Cheng supplied them with the POS supply display thing, but right, this is mine, very similar to his, but beef, allegedly. All looks the same though.
It looks fine.
A little darker.
Yeah, finer growing.
Yeah. Okay. Right, yeah, I'm sure what John says, it's fine.
It's fine. We got the top line content for you today.
It's fine. Hey, we don't bullshit, that's the thing. If it's not good, I'm going to tell you if it's not good, that's the thing. Very well seasoned. Quite spicy, should be, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit, what I would say, ground beef. It's a bit tougher than what we'd get at home, but I guess they put more of the sort of sinewy bits to it. If you'd made someone told you you need to make some sort of soup, condiment in 5 minutes, and all I had was water and a bottle of Maggi.
Yeah. I suppose I should be quite careful slagging off Knorr products because I once published something on online about slagging off Knorr bechamel sauce. And then years later, I was actually accosted by one of the science guys who developed the recipe for it in person, who's very upset with my opinions about it. Well, I explained to him that it wasn't anything personal, it was just a shit product.
Yeah, so original Pad Kra Pao. That's what it says on the tin.
Yeah. It's not the best Pad Kra Pao I've had in Thailand. It's not the worst. Yeah, you come here and get it. Decent value. No beer. But hey, kind of everything.
Coconut dust.
I know this is for like YouTube, and so you're supposed to be like not like that. Oh wow! Oh. But yeah,
Very average.